Okay, what we're going to be working on today, do you have an Equinox? When you open and close the door, it makes that awful sound. Just pop. Oh my god, it sounds horrible. Sounds like you're trying to rip the door off. See if you can look at that right there. See, that's what it is. It wasn't lubed properly over the years, and it just wears out, and this pin wears, this is just plastic right here, and it wears out the plastic and then just creates space as it's popping back and forth. So if you got a newer Equinox or a newer car with that on it, make sure you lube it. If your Equinox is not making noise yet, make sure you lube it. But this one, we want to replace it because it just sounds like you're trying to rip the door off when you're opening and closing it. Tools needed for this job are going to be a Phillips screwdriver, standard screwdriver, ratchet, and a 10mm. So first thing you want to do is take off your door panel. First things first, let's get this plastic here out of the way. You're gonna need a Phillips screwdriver. There's one Phillips screw right inside there. Once you pull out that Phillips screw, this will pull off. And unclip from the front. Just clips in the front there. Secondly, you want to get a flat blade in here. This trim panel has to come off here. Once you get your screwdriver in there, you pull it straight out, and then it clips here in the front. Not really clip, but it just kind of wedges underneath the black panel there, which will reveal your two 10mm, one in this hole and one back in there. So take those out next. After your two 10mm bolts are pulled out of there, want to get a hold of this speaker here. Probably a little flat blade above it. It just pops out, and you can just let it dangle there. All you want to do is stop it from holding the door panel in there. Follow your bottom edge of the door panel, and you'll see here's a little notch. Stick a screwdriver in there and start to pry outwards towards you with that, and you just pull it off the door. See those little green nubs pop into there. These here, all the way around the door. So you start at the bottom and just start prying and popping each one out all the way around, and then that gives you access in here. All right, with the door panel removed, you want to pull back this foam. It just sticks to the door, and that's going to give you access to this opening here. And then you want to take out your four 10mm bolts, well, two nuts here and two bolts there, all 10mm. So let's remove that. Okay, with some gentle persuasion, just tap the bolt there with a hammer, and it'll pull straight throughout. That's all it is. It's supposed to make the doors quiet, open nicely. I'm actually not even sure what it's for, to be honest with you, because I thought it was more of a door stop, but the door doesn't go any more than that. So maybe to help open and close, whatever it is. They wear out and they make lots of noise, and it's very annoying. if you're hunting for one in the junkyard, and you might get lucky and come across one that somebody needed the door panel and they yanked the door panel off, and then you can just easily reach in there, unbolt it, and get it out. Or you could be like me, and I'm just going to steal it off the back door because I don't ever use the back door. This is literally just a work vehicle going back and forth to work. Alright, just weasel it out that hole. Now you can switch them from the front to the back, but you can't switch them from passenger to driver. It just doesn't line up right then, because when he's coming out, when you try to switch it to the other side of the car, it's facing the wrong way. This one looks like it has a crack in it, but it's quiet. It's not worn out yet. You can see where it's really dried out, but this back door hasn't been used a lot, so I'm just going to lube it up and move it to the front door. So there you go. You can steal one off your back door if you don't use those. I don't care if it sounds like somebody's trying to rip my back door off. And then we go to the front door and we fish it through. This is much easier with the window up in the up position. You can do it with the window down, but it's harder just because you're going right next to the window track right there. So just gonna line up your bolt holes. Go. Goes through. Line up these two. Back. Bolt it back in. You're all set. Thank you for checking out my video. If you found it helpful, please feel free to give it a like, and I hope you have a great day.